Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Resident Evil the board game by Steamforged Games, and today we're doing the Crypts A scenario, which actually, as it turns out, was our only option for what to do next. You weren't supposed to add Garden A to the map until you finished Crypts A. So even though you finished First Floor East B, when you actually finish it, it doesn't say when you finish the scenario, add so and so to the mansion map. So we have to do this. This is our only choice, and we are using the Into the Darkness rules. So as per that explains, the objective for this changes ever so slightly, because the base version of it in the core scenario booklet is all 3 crest tokens have been discarded, unlock both puzzle doors, which are here and here, because this is actually the escape tile here, which is where we need to get to. But if you're using the expanded content, it just changes to say all 4 death masks, because the expanded content added the one we got from Yon last time. So we have to get rid of all 4 death masks, and we're being hunted throughout by the Crimson Head prototype, the model for which is provided as part of the Director's Cut content. Otherwise you just use a bog standard Crimson Head model with a marker. He can't die. Well, he dies, but he gets back up. He is going to be chasing us the entire time. He ignores doors, rather, for the purposes of following Chris. He doesn't have the rule where he moves every time we move, but he is just constantly going to be after us. And this scenario helped confirm for me, it does expect you to have these key items in your inventory very clearly, and it's a bit of an ask given that if you are playing solo with one character, yes, it gives Chris 2 extra inventory spaces, so he has 8 instead of 6, but there's 4 death masks, and I genuinely don't look at the exploration cards before I have to populate the map as we play. So I don't know what keys we need, so if I was to bring every key I currently have, that would be another 3 item spaces, meaning that if we took every key item that we potentially need on this mission with us, we'd have 1 inventory space left over for a gun. So I don't think it's too much to ask to say it's okay to house roll, especially if you're only playing with one character, that key items don't take inventory space. I presume because we're starting in a room with a box, the kind of loop for this level they want is that you're running around in a circle, constantly going back to the box, finding the death mask you need, because each one can only be used at a certain crest, and then running back so that you're getting chased by the prototype the whole way. So if you were looking for the true experience, you have to play it that way. I'm not going to do that, 1, because it will make the video too long, and 2, it will be boring. So I'm playing it in a more streamlined way where we're not going to worry about key items taking up inventory space, but I wanted to point that out ahead of time so that you know what is officially a rule and what is just changed for the purposes of video. You need the crest tokens. There's 4 of them. I have turned them upside down and randomized them. Those are going to get put on exploration tiles, of which there is 3. You add 2 special cards to the tension deck for this scenario only, related to him teleporting after you. You remove them after the scenario is done. Don't forget that part. Other than that, that's it. I believe I covered every rule. There is no B deck, there is no C deck. There's presumably going to be A items, but there's none on where we start. We open up the puzzle doors. Once all 4 of these masks are gone, we have to get onto this L-shaped corridor that the Crimson Head prototype actually started on. He technically has to not be on that or dead on the floor here for us to be able to just say, yep, we're done. As far as him regenerating, if he suffers 4 or more wounds, which is his health, he has 4, you just put him on his side, and then he still occupies a square but doesn't perform out of reaction. Doesn't perform reactions or out of sequence reactions. If he's on his side at the end of a character's turn, he removes 1 wound token, and when it's removed all 4, he stands back up. So you do have a little bit of a reprieve if you take him down. I think that covers everything. Let me just look over it and we'll jump in. I've dumped the lighter because I'm not going to bother trying to burn corpses. I'm going to just use the flamethrower for that. So we have 1 inventory space because I've dumped some handgun bullets as well. But beyond that, we've still got the flamethrower, grenade launcher, shotgun, and pistol. So let's get started with Chris Danger Close. There's a zombie right here, so I'm immediately going to shoot 3 pistol bullets and try and just instantly kill this thing. Putting us down to 12. Oh, I should point out the special rule for the Crimson Head prototype called Unrelenting. It's only, he ignores doors only for move actions, so he is not going to react to me shooting this zombie. If he would if he was on the same tile. We only got to push. I'll fire 3 more. Got to push. Fire 3 more. This is why you don't bother bringing the pistol. There we go. Wasted 3 of our 4 actions and 9 bullets, but we killed 1 zombie, leaving us on 6. And we've got 1 action left, so Chris will move 1 closer to the door over here and we'll tension card. All clear, but the Crimson Head prototype reacts. He moves 2, and there's no second player. Oh, if you did have a second player, they start on that tile, right there. Or that square on that tile, I should say. So we're just going to run, and we can't get through to where the second player would have started. So we have to go here for 1, open this door for 2, and this is actually populating area number 2 of the map. So this is what awaited us, orientated exactly like that. So we do have one of the random crest tokens. I've just taken the top one that I already randomized. And again, because we're not counting them as taking up storage space, it doesn't really matter. There is a third card up there, and I really hope it either goes straight up or isn't that large, because I haven't accounted for having a lot of table space left on the right here, because the campaign book has the starting area right in the bottom right corner, implying you wouldn't build any further to the right. And if that's not the case, and that's not how you're supposed to interpret that, why on earth is that a thing? It's very confusing, because it's never explained. But anyway, we've got a yellow encounter card to resolve, or rather a single encounter card to resolve. And it's going to be 2 zombies. So we'll have our 2 zombies there and there, split them evenly. We have 2 actions left. There's no point closing the door behind us because the Crimson Head prototype is going to keep following regardless. So we will... let's use a flamethrower round because he's point blank anyway. And burn that corpse. Yes, indeed we do. He reacts. And we'll burn him too, ideally. One more flamethrower for the road, dear friend. Yes, there you go. That's my turn though. So we're going to tension card. All clear. The Crimson Head prototype reacts though, ignores the fact this door is closed, and walks through. Here, it has been confirmed by the creator of the game, incidentally, that he doesn't like burst open the doors, because obviously that would mean you could just run away from him and escape. He just teleports. It would make more sense if he didn't start inside the puzzle area and did break through doors, because that'd be quite scary. But oh well, especially because it would link all the tiles. But either way, we need to run. So 1, open door for 2, go in for 3 because we can't dilly-dally with that thing chasing us. We have 1 action left, and we have to resolve 1 encounter card. Place a yellow unexplored tile on, okay. We might actually come back through here depending on how I have to dodge this thing later, so there we are, and I'll just move over here. So let's see, we opened the door, we went in, we moved, I have another move. So we're there, right, because I was there, opened, went in, there, yep. He reacts, 1, 2. You can hear him. They have a very specific like run sound in the video game. So, is it an action? Actually, I remember reading that it's not an action. Let me just see here. If a character is placed on the same square as a face-down crest token, flip the token. So this should have happened on the last turn because I landed on the square, so it's the moon one. And then what? A character in the same square as a crest token can spend an action to discard a death mask with a symbol that matches the token, then discard the token. Okay. So, top of a new turn, I will use an action to discard the death mask of the moon. That is one of the 3 we need to get rid of. And then this gets removed off the table as well. We'll move here for 2, open this door for 3, and go through for 4. So we have no actions left, and we have to resolve an encounter card up here. And then we tension. After resolving all spawn entries here, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. There is none. Tension card, all clear. As you hear the pitter patter of 1, 2. I'm not moving enough squares per turn that I'm going to be able to keep running away from this thing. I do want to see what's over here because that door links down to that door, so there can't be that much there. So I might also have to shift everything on the table a little bit to the left. This is going to be very frustrating, but we're going to move here for 1. We're going to open this door for 2 and populate explore card number 3. Alright, thankfully it did indeed double back on itself, eventually leading round to card number 1 over there as well, with 2 of the other crest tokens. So if we were playing the base game version of this campaign, we'd just need these 2 and we would be done. We'd just have to run away to the exit. There is also a safe room in the middle here, but we've got 2 encounter cards to resolve in this corridor with 1 of the other crest tokens, and then 1 more as well. So we'll resolve these 2 encounter cards and see what we've got in this corridor with us. We've got a single zombie, and we've got another zombie, and we've had no Cerberus cards to shuffle back in. So there's 2 zombies waiting for us. There's a biohazard symbol there, and is there one here? On me. So that means in this case they're both over here. I forgot to mention, but some of the tiles I'm using are ones that come in the Into the Darkness expansion. I think they're meant more to represent the caves later in the game, but they kind of fit the aesthetic of the crypts as well, so that's why I'm trying to use some of them. So I believe I have 2 actions left. There's an A item in front of us. Both those zombies being on the same square is actually to our advantage. If I have 2 actions left, I'm just going to move for 2, and we're going to flip this token. It is the wind token, not that it helps us right now, and we're going to tension. All clear, as a Crimson Head prototype chases after us, and 2 zombies bear down on us. Yes, definitely the very definition of all clear. Okay, now, here's the confusing bit, because if I fire, I think the Crimson Head is going to react now because there's an open door between us and him. So he is going to get out of turn reactions. This enemy ignores closed and locked doors when moving when determining link tiles. Yeah, I think so. The only other special rule on this card is if you're just using a bog standard model. I think he's going to react by fire. Well, we're going to use a Flame of Red because I want both these zombies to burn simultaneously. I'll roll it here so you can see, hopefully. He missed. Well, that's bad for a lot of reasons. They're all going to react. They're going to move on to his tile, and he's going to burn them again. Get some, thankfully. The Crimson Head prototype, however, reacts again to the gunfire, presumably. We're going to use a 3rd action to get rid of that crest. Where's the wind crest? There we are. So that death mask is now used up, and out of there. And we only have 1 action left. Should I pop off a shot into the Crimson Head? He's going to be chasing us pretty... No, not yet, not yet. We have 1 action left. We're going to run. We're going to tension. And he's going to follow. Oh, hang on, that's a deadly. He has multiple attacks. Let me just see here. That still means he's doing a range 0 attack, so he needs to be on us. It would do 2 damage. He does, however, have a range 1 attack. But not right now. So he moves for 2. He is right behind us. Chris is just going to mind his own business and go 1, 2... Open for 3, go through for 4. This is a safe room, so there's no cards, no encounter cards drawn. And then the Crimson Head prototype, after we tension, sorry. All clear. Same symbol though. He's moving for 2 after us again. There is an E item in here. I don't know if I really need it. But no, with this long corridor, maybe this is where we should take out the prototype, because I'm going to have to put him down to give me time. Let's punt a grenade at him and see how that does. That is a direct hit, which is 3 damage. Puts us down to 2 grenades. Then I'll fire a shotgun shell at him, take him down. Yes. So the Crimson Head prototype falls over. But now after every character turn he regenerates 1 health, and then when he's back to 4 he gets back up. So I'll use the D6 when we need to. So that was 2 actions. Let's move here for 3 and pick up the item for 4 now that we have a little bit of time. It is a... the one type of bullet I don't really want. But you know what, if I hold on to those, that takes it out of the A-deck pool, which is actually not a bad thing. So we fired, we looted after moving. It's an all clear. We'll move here for 1, open this for 2. Go through for 3, we have 1 action left and we have to resolve 2 encounter cards. I'm also going to have to move the camera. There's a dog in this hallway, and there is a zombie and another tension card. I'll just do the tension card now. Unfolding events, never mind, it keeps going. Well, in that case, let's populate. It was the dog first, and then a zombie second. And we have to draw a narrative card. I'll move a little bit. There we are. Narrative card. Handwritten note. Search the encounter deck discard pile for any cards with the investigation symbol or a star symbol and shuffle them into the encounter deck. Those are traditionally good cards, as in, like, they're not bad for you. I don't think we've had any yet, have we? I'm just double checking. Stars cards or investigation. Actually, we've had a couple that have the investigation symbol. Yep, those are getting shuffled back in. We've had one that has the stars card, which was placed the yellow investigation. Alright, I've got to shuffle 4 cards back into the encounter deck, and I'll move the camera a bit. Well, after dealing with all that, I've forgotten whether or not I had 1 action left or 2, so we'll just treat it that I had 1, because I don't remember. And I'm going to fire 3 pistol bullets of the 6 we had left into the dog, and got a push. And that'll end my turn, so the dog runs onto us, zombie reacts, Crimson Head ticks up to 2, because he should have been at 1 at the end of that last turn. And we tension card. All clear. As the dog bears down on me. We'll fire our last shotgun shell to try and get a consistent hit on it. Nope, we take 1 damage. Then we'll use a flamethrower shot. We have 2 left. Nope. Well, that would have pushed him off, so he would have been back on. The zombie will react, and we'll use another flamer shot. Nope. We get hit again and push him back. What on earth? We'll use our last flamer round. Nope. Dog back onto us. And then we'll use a grenade launcher at our feet, I guess, for fourth and final action. What a disastrous... Oh, why am I rolling these dice? Wrong dice. Of course I got a hit there. Obliterate the dog from existence. Zombie reacts. 1 for me firing and 1 for the end of turn. Shattering glass. Spawn a Cerberus on the active character's tile. Oh no, the dog didn't die. He's back in unpog form. Well, as we begin our next turn, oh, and that takes up to 3. The Crimson Head is getting back up in a second. Let's fire our last grenade. Let's just use up all our special ammo. Now that's the crit. That's 1 damage to the whole tile plus push. Thankfully they both have 1 health. Get out of there. And let's use up a second action to pour some kerosene into the flamethrower. Let's use up 3 kerosene for 9 ammo. It can hold 10 max. And then we'll go 1, 2. That takes up to 4, so the Crimson Head prototype is back on his feet. And will now start chasing us again. That is the worst... Well, the turn before the one we just did was the worst turn I've ever had in this game so far. That is ridiculous. What a waste of resources. All clear. Oh, we should have flipped this token over already because I touched the tile it's on. Wait, is that the right tile? No, I knocked it. Sorry, the tile is actually... Whoops. The tile is actually this one here. So we move here for 1, we interact for 2, we use up the sun mask. Is that the sun mask or is that the star? It is sun. So again, if you were playing the base version now, you've done 3 tokens, so you could actually just run to the exit. But we have to do all 4, and that was what? That was 1 action, 2 action, 3, 4. We're heading down to the final exploration area. The Crimson Head prototype reacts for 2. We're going to have to move all these things. And then, oh, tension. All clear. Move in front of the door for 1, open it for 2, and get that last exploration card. The final crest marker has to be here somewhere, so let's see where. So this is what our map ends up looking like. It is orientated as you see it, right back down to the starting tile down there. That's where we came in from. A bunch of single encounter cards and the final crest token as well as an A item. So we have to draw a single encounter for the room we came into. And that is going to be A. After resolving all spawn entry cards drawn with this card, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. There are still no corpses. We haven't seen any for a while. Oh wait, did I kill a zombie with just the pistol earlier? I think I did, didn't I? In the very first room, so I think that should have left the corpse because I didn't roll a double hit. Well, too late now. It would have got up, but there is no way it would be catching up to us at the speed at which the Crimson Head is because it doesn't move too. And we have 1 action left after that. I'll move on to the A item, and the Crimson Head prototype moves 2 after us. He's still closest to us if he follows us, because I guess you would have to count up the squares depending on where you go. And tension card. Did I already tension card? Tragic Echoes. That zombie down there now has an item on him. There we go. Or do you spawn a new one? No, you do locate the closest zombie, which is him down there. So we're going to pick up this A item. Our inventory is full though, so I'm going to do on the spot trade. Shotgun shells, we're going to take those. We're going to drop the handgun bullets in return, but I'm just going to, as a second action, use those shotgun shells to restore 4 ammo. And then pick the handgun ammo back up. So we're up to 4 shells, but I'm going to say picking the ammo back up would use an action as well, so we only have 1 left. Actually, I think I've missed a door there, haven't I? Oh no, I do have to go through, I have to snake through. So we'll have to go there. Itchy tasty, thank goodness. I don't plan to loot anything else, but just in case I'll put it there, I guess. Prototype goes 1, 2, he's in the L-shaped corridor above us now. Oh, which is visible. Move here for 1. Open for 2, go through for 3, resolve a single encounter card, which is going to spawn a discard without any effect. Thank you. So that was 1, 2, 3, or was that already 2? That was, I started there. 1, open for 2, go through for 3, 4, yeah. So we'll just move him 2 right there. That's an all clear. We'll open this for 1, go through for 2, resolve. It's hopefully going to be our last resolve of an encounter card, so hopefully it's not too terrible. It's crows! The birds, and they're right next to us. So I opened for 1, I went in for 2. It doesn't have the symbol, so we're not doing their nasty line of sight attack. There is a wall on the tile I used here, but there isn't meant to be a wall. Like, that wall isn't meant to be there. I just couldn't. That tile looked better, so I picked that tile. It fitted the aesthetic of the crypts more. So we have 2 actions left. I'm going to ignore the crow and go 1, 2. Again, there's no wall there. There's not supposed to be a wall there, so I can move diagonally. 1, 2. Tension card. And even if it did have the bad symbol, they still need line of sight. So then we're going to move here for 1, do the thing for 2. It's obviously the star crest because that's the last mask. And that means the puzzle doors unlock. And we're allowed to leave. We do need to get down there, of course. But the puzzle doors are now unlocked. And that was 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to use the 4th action because I'll put us in line of sight of the crows. All clear. Whoops. The prototype will move 2 though. Move here for 1. Go open the door for 2. Go in for 3. Hello, Mr. Zombie. And for 4, I'm going to close the door. So end of turn reaction. Zombie with an item walks onto us. Crimson Head prototype chases. We all clear that. And then I'm going to use one of those lovely shotgun shells we just got. And hopefully not screw up this time. Because Chris's health is a little low. And thankfully with the shotgun that is a kill. And we'll pick up the item for 2. Which means I'm dropping the handgun ammo again. These I'm holding on to. Yep, we're just leaving the goodbye handgun. Oops, goodbye handgun ammo. I would love to have you, but the pistol is garbage. Then we have 2 actions left. 1, 2. Crimson Head goes 1, 2. Honestly, it's the final. Oh no, I was just going to say it's the final stretch, but then we drew one of the tension cards you had to add for the scenario. Place the Crimson Head prototype in the same square as the next active character. Guess who the next active character is? It's me! Because there's only me. Hello, friendo. Dragon Ball Z teleporting noise. Okay, well, let's just do this in camera editing. We'll pull down here, because we're just going to run. Oh, it has the nasty symbol though, so how much damage is he doing? He would be doing 2 damage. That would put us on danger if I don't do the dodge. He's on a small base, so I just need to do a basic dodge. Yeah, I think I can probably do a basic dodge. Chris has been rolling nothing but dodges when I'm looking for hits, so why wouldn't he do it now? That's good enough. We'll move away for 1, open for 2, go in for 3, close pointlessly for 4, and that does meet the criteria for winning. So it is important to remember that if you were playing the masks take up inventory space. As it turns out, you didn't need any of the keys with you, but still, if you would need 4 masks with you, that would be half your inventory if you were playing with a single character, or a third of your inventory for 2 characters if you were playing with 2, and you would just have to go back and forwards to the box once you know which crest needs which mask. That's not fun to me, so I'm happy with the way I chose to do this scenario. It just seems like pointless busy work to have to go backwards and forward. Granted, a lot of the base game Resident Evil is backtracking on yourself, like eventually you go back to the mansion, etc. So I understand why it's that way, but sometimes it's okay to change things if it's not fun. And I think running back to the item box constantly, even if you are being chased by an immortal Crimson Head, that seems, again, pointless busy work. But we made it out. After 4 crest tokens have been discarded because we're using Into the Darkness, unlock both puzzle doors, and then after the scenario, add Gardens A scenario to the map, and then remove both those tension cards you added, Out of the Shadows, from the tension deck, because they were only applicable for this scenario. In the base game, for the record, when you run into the Crimson Head prototype, you're just in a single room with him, and you just kill him. He takes a bit more damage than your bog standard Crimson Head, but other than that, he's just like a guy. But that is going to be it, and that does mean that next time our only option for where to go is the gardens. We're leaving the mansion, at least for now, and we'll be back. And we're going to be adding more expansion content. Snakes when we go in, spiders when we go out. So look forward to that. Thank you very much for watching and for continuing to stick with the series. Oh, you know what? We didn't raise the danger level. I was forgetting something. I didn't raise the danger level. We are dangerously close to the maximum level without being offered a single method by which to avoid that. Oh yeah, our ammo for the flamethrower is up to 10 now because we get 2 free ones, we get 2 free grenades, shotguns up to 5, and of course we get our 15 pistol bullets. But the pistol in general is just wasting space, I think. Please remember to show your support, and if you want to go above and beyond rather to support what I do here for the channel, consider becoming a channel member or pressing the thanks button. It helps out, it's all reinvested in the channel and helps keep this possible. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. Ta for now.